What's up, everybody? It's Rusty Clutch here, and welcome back to the podcast. This week, I'm joined by my two co-hosts. I have Omar, and I have Steven.
What's up?
All right. So, we're just gonna talk about it for a second, and then we're gonna move on. Last week, no podcast. Shit happened in my life. I'll explain a little bit of it a little bit later and stuff. And so, like, it just made it so that I couldn't actually do the podcast. Like, I wasn't like physically in a spot where I could do it. Like, I didn't have access to the necessary equipment to do it. So we postponed it a week.
Plus,
And
it was
so,
just like, shit happens. You're not in the right mental headspace. It's just
correct.
like, shit happens. It's life, bro.
Exactly. So I just, was like, all right, look, you know what? We're just gonna skip this 1 week, and we're gonna hit it again next week, and we're
Yes,
good.
Sir.
So who wants to go first? Talk about their week. Actually, before we go there,
Drinking. I got excited. I got good drink.
I was gonna say, what are we drinking? What are you drinking, Steven?
Okay, all right, let's get it.
I got soju, and I haven't drank today. Like eaten much today, so probably gonna fuck me up. I'm gonna drink two.
It's
Soju?
2 bottles of soju.
Oh,
soju.
Japanese liquor.
Oh,
Yeah, well, Korean technically. So
Korean.
soju is like.
culture swing.
Let me read. So, neutral spirits with natural and artificial flavors, and it's a grape flavored thing. So basically, this thing is vodka that's slightly weaker, but it also is flavored like Jolly Ranchers.
Okay.
So I'll be tasting shitty vodka flavor plus green apple Jolly Rancher, and then I'm drinking essentially like a liter of this. So.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan to me.
So yeah, that's what I'm drinking. I'm excited. It tastes like shit, but I like
it. Hey, after the first one, the second one's gonna taste great. I guarantee it.
I know. You told me that. Like, what the hell was it? Like, there's a specific type of beer that I'm like, you drink one, it's like shitty, but then the rest are fine.
Oh, IPAs. The first one always tastes terrible. The second one, you're like, damn, this shit kind of busted. Yeah, because the first one tastes like piss. The second one tastes really good.
And you go, wait. That's kind of
pretty good. That's kind of good. Yeah, exactly. All right, how
That's
about you, Omar?
I it's kind of short notice, so I kind of leaned in my fridge. And I was like, I see what I got in this. I see what I got in this bish. And I pulled out a crisp Pepsi.
Okay, there we go.
It was in there from, I think last time my girlfriend came over, we were just chilling, and then like I kind of left it in there for her. So I'm like, yeah, it'll be in there for like when you want it, because she likes having it. She craved Pepsi. So I was like, I was leaving it there, and then I forgot about it. And then when Steven was telling his story about the vodka, I was like, fuck, what do I got? And I opened it, and I was like, this right here. And I was like, I'll just drink this for now, because I ain't really feeling alcohol right now, I guess. Or like my palate right now is pretty, I don't know, like dry at the moment, or like I feel like drinking alcohol or a beer right now would have like made it go down bad, and like it would have got like the shit or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Like,
hey, sometimes, bro.
Hey, it's right now, bro. It wasn't the vibe. It's not the vibe right now.
Exactly.
So I was like, I'll just drink a Pepsi real quick, nice and cold, and I'll vibe with this, because I was gonna get water, but I was like, water. What the hell?
That's a little cringe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, water this late at night, maybe like at 3 a.m. Like, water would be nice.
Yeah, you wake up at 3 a.m. and you're like, damn, where's that water I left? And then you reach under your bed for that water bottle that rolled down there when you fell asleep, and you just
facts. It's just quick little do the chug jug sound.
Yep. It's got fucking dust bunnies on it and everything, and you're like, oh, this shit's busted, dude.
That's just flavor, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just the flavors.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, bro?
Me? I am drinking. So what I did was, I had to go take my sister to confirmation class today. Today was her first day, and then so I had to go pick her up, right? And I was like, and so my mom, my dad, and my younger sister aren't here right now. They're in San Diego, and so I had to go, take her and pick her up. And so I was like, look, homie, I want to make dinner tonight. She was like, fair enough. And I was like, what do you want to eat? She was like, Valleys. And I was like, bet, I fucking do that any day of the week. So before I left to go pick her up, I put a Negro Modelo in the freezer. and then we got
Modelo
back.
Negro, bro.
Yes, sir. I'll put one though, because the motherfuckers hit a little different, a little heavy,
True.
and I'm not eating as much as I normally do. So it's just it hits a little different, especially because it's a little stronger. And so I ate my food, and then I was like, all right, go do podcasts. I was like, clean up right here and this and that. And I was walking this way, and I was like, oh shit. Walk back to the freezer, grab my negro modelo, come sit down, pop that bitch open, and
Yes,
delicious,
sir.
delicious. But yeah, since I'm already going, I'll talk about my week. I'll probably cover like 2 weeks because it's been 2 weeks or whatever.
Go for it.
So I completed my first full week at work. It's pretty nice.
Let's go.
I've been getting a lot more responsibilities, learning a lot more of the programs that I need to like know how to work with and stuff like that. I'm just picking up things here and there, getting to know everybody. I'm finally remembering names because I'm really bad at that.
See.
So I start like associating names with like phrases so I don't forget them. Uh, and then today was actually a pretty full day, like probably one of the fullest days I've had in a while because there was like a leadership slash goal setting meeting, and they were like, "We want you to go because like you're young and hip, and probably have new ideas." And I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't know about that one, but okay, I'll go." So I went. Well, because they were gonna have snacks, so I got some
Oh,
Oreos.
snacks.
Got some Oreos and a bag of Doritos, which I
Oh,
actually gave my Oreos to the lady that sits in the cubicle next to me because she's also kind of new. She's only been there for about 2 months. She's this older Mexican lady, and she's really sweet and really nice. And we
I
have
see
lunch.
you. I
We have
see you.
we eat lunch in the lounge because nobody eats in the lounge. Everybody goes to the lounge, eats up their food, and then goes back to their desk.
Yikes.
And so like it's kind of like sad times because I'm sitting there. And so what I've been doing, I pull out my phone, I put a YouTube video on, and I'm just kind of like watching it because like people walk in, I say hi, they grab their food and they leave, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
And I was like, does nobody use the lounge? And they're like, no, nobody does. But she does, and so does this other Mexican lady. And I was like, oh, so I see a trend here because we all pack our own lunch and take it every day. So like we heat up our lunch there and eat it there, and then everybody else normally buys food or whatever. I guess takes like a cold lunch, and so they don't eat it in the
Fridge.
lounge. They just eat it at their desk. So that's been cool. The biggest thing for me is trying to get used to wearing a tie every day to work. Like the slacks and the button up is fine. Like I can get used to it, but just wearing the tie. And then I learned that there's a couple shirts I have that fit me like chest and like lengthwise, and
oh,
and but some of them don't fit me in my arms, like triceps, around my triceps and my shoulders a little bit, and some of them don't fit me around my neck. So that means my neck has grown and my shoulders slash arms have grown because
You lift?
yeah,
I mean,
no, a little bit, just
ah,
just just a tortilla from the plate to my mouth. Uh,
hey, hey,
uh,
sometimes
uh,
that weighs,
it's a
bro. It
salad. You're
counts.
still growing, just not upwards.
yeah, yeah, true. Like yeah, para los lados. No, I think it's just because those shirts, a lot of these shirts I've had since high school,
Oh, same.
and so it was like I didn't have broad shoulders back then, or like I did, but like they weren't like
It's
bigger like they are
punchy.
now. Yeah,
So you went through puberty. Awesome.
I went through puberty. Yes,
Twice.
twice. Yeah,
Sorry.
the second time hit a little different.
Wow.
Uh, and so like I was like, damn, this shirt doesn't fit. Like it fits me at my waist, it fits my chest, but my shoulders. Whenever I reach forward like that, I feel like I'm gonna fucking rip it. And then like I go to like close it for my tie, and like as soon as I breathe, my neck flexes, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna choke myself with this. Like there's no way I do this. Uh, so I went and bought a couple more shirts, and two actually just got here today. I bought them from Poshmark, which is like a secondhand store you can buy online,
Mhm.
and it's pretty cool because I got like this one that I really like. It's like a cream peach color, but like the
Okay.
neck was too small, so I found one on Poshmark, the exact same one with a bigger neck, same chest size and everything because it fits really good, but just like a bigger neck. Because also like I like them with a little more room, so like it's like I don't like my fucking tie all tight up against my neck and stuff. So Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I've been like getting to know more people. I had a decently sized project or whatever because we were doing some funding for iPads for all the schools in the district. So I made like a Google form and I sent it out to the principals and they're supposed to fill it out. And then everybody deleted my email and didn't actually do it. So I had to call them today and be like, "Hey, you want to fill out that form?" "Oh, what form? I didn't get no form." And so I'm like, click, 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 click. "Yeah, you did." "I must have deleted it then." "Yeah, you did." "Oh, I'll fill it out right now." "Okay." And so then like today I finally got all the responses in and I was like, that's what I thought. I had to call them and talk to like, tell them specifically, I need you to fill
Yeah.
this out. Because I emailed it out a week ago and only like 5 of the 22 sites actually replied. Yeah.
Nice.
So all those other principals, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. And
Who the hell is this guy?
then yeah, no, honestly though, it's because like it's a
Yeah.
new name. They're like, what? Who the fuck is this guy? I never seen this guy in my life.
Isn't
Oh,
that just like
scammers?
you, Omar, trying to get all the parents to show up, being like, "Hey, yo," and then there's like blah.
Don't even get me started, bro.
Hey,
Don't even start.
We'll get to Omar right
Don't
now
even
a little
start,
bit on
man.
that one. I saw you sent me that snap today.
Don't even fucking start, bro.
So yeah, work's been going pretty good.
Oh my god.
Hopefully, I get paid tomorrow because I'm supposed to get paid on the last day of the month. And like, she already gave me my PIN and everything to set up my account to where I can monitor like when they pay me. So that means she
Mhm.
ran my stuff through the accounting software. So I'm assuming I'm gonna get paid.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. If I don't, I don't know. I just tough it out for a month or whatever and get paid.
But like,
But
back to college,
You
like,
get paid
dude,
once a
dude.
yeah,
month? That sucks.
yeah, once a month at the end of the month. It's a fat
Yeah,
check.
it is.
It's a really big check. It's and I just because I came in at the middle of the month,
Yeah.
so
I
it's like kind of
mean,
like it's kind of like a gray area
it's like with people who pay you biweekly. It's like if you just get a big check at the end, but you don't get paid
in
in
the
between the
middle.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Which
I
I
know how to
mean,
manage. I know how to manage my money, so it's okay.
yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
whatever.
for like maybe some like newer people, whatever, they'll be like, "Oh, that's bogus. It's too long. I'm gonna run out of money or blah blah blah." But if you can manage like your money pretty well and like make it to the end of the month, you can. And it's just like that's when most of the stuff resets anyways, like payments
Yeah,
and shit like that, anyways, too. So and
yeah.
then if you're like me too, you fill out time sheeting hours and then you don't get those till like the 15th, which is weird, but yeah.
Wait,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or
so you
time
get
sheeted
paid
hours.
those like in the middle of the month?
Yeah, so you get paid your contracted hours at the end of the month. Then let's say you worked a couple extra hours, you fill out a time sheeting form for it, like if you were part-time, like which I did, and then you would get paid on the 15th. For why the 15th? I have no idea,
It's the middle. It's halfway.
I guess.
Well, like it's like a lot of businesses pay their employees on the 10th because
Mm.
what happens is they get their money for like especially like jobs, professions where you have how do I say it? How do I put this? Professions where you get paid for jobs and stuff or services. A lot of them get paid on the first of the month. So they
Mm.
pay you on the 10th because it allows the money to clear. And then they pay you kind of thing. Like they need the money to come in before they pay you kind of stuff.
That
Yeah,
makes
'cause I'm
sense.
getting paid like Sal and I are getting paid regardless at the end of the month. It's just
Yeah.
that he joined in at an awkward spot because either what's gonna happen is he does get paid, cool, they give him a check. If he doesn't get paid, that means his next check is gonna be double fat.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but like also
I'm pretty sure they'll pay you though.
Yeah, I'm pretty
less
sure.
than a whole
I'm
month. It
like
sucks.
85.
Yeah. I mean, I have money, like some money saved up and stuff. So like it won't be bad, but it's just like if I get paid, it'll be nice because then,
Yeah,
I'll be
it'll
able
be
to,
nice.
it'll be
But
nice 'cause I'll
then
have that money. Like I have the money either way. It just depends on if I get it tomorrow or 30 days from now.
yeah.
Checks in the mail, basically. But yeah, that and then um, because of some family stuff, my dad had to go to Mexico and stuff like that, and so he had to go take care of some stuff over there, and so
Is
he
he
flew
okay?
out. Yeah, he's okay. It's just some family stuff, and so he had to go over there and take care of some stuff, and that's why I wasn't available last week and stuff, and I just with him not here and just like hella shit that needs to be done, it's just really hard to get all this get everything planned out for a podcast and stuff. But that's why my mom went today to go pick him up from the airport. 'Cause he has to fly out of TJ because he only has his green card, not his actual passport.
Right.
Because when he was gonna get it, COVID started and stuff. So like tomorrow's exciting because tomorrow's my first day of training for the new program that we're supposed to pilot. Basically, what's gonna happen is we are the guinea pigs for a new business slash HR slash personnel program, and it's gonna replace the current one that all the school sites use. Not just schools. Sorry, all the districts use in Tulare County. So what happens is basically they said we want you, 22-year-old kid, to take this new program no one's ever used before. We want you to set it up in like a dummy district or whatever by itself and run it alongside everything else you guys do daily and just see how well it works for us. If it works really good, we will then push it out to every single other district in Tulare County.
Yeah, cool.
So I basically decide if this program work, and I go, does this program work? I literally push it out to like 15 other districts.
Awesome. Sal, you have a lot of power now.
Yeah, I do. It's scary though.
Oh,
It's also I'm the youngest person at my district by a lot.
Oh yeah.
I think the youngest guy that I've talked to, or this one girl, she looks young. But you know, sometimes girls look young, but they're not young or whatever. They're like a lot older.
yeah.
There's
Those are
there's
called
one
wives.
guy.
You want to keep.
Yeah, true. The janitor, he's like, I think he's 37. That's the youngest person in the office besides me.
Hey, so but Sal, you said you're okay with the older
Preach.
folk. Like you're
Huh?
down for that.
Oh, I'm down for older people. Yeah. But like, I'm talking, they're like older. Like, they could be
You're
my
down for
mother.
older, you're
It could
not
be
down
my
for all
mother.
folks.
They could be my grandmother, older kind of shit. Like, that's a
Okay,
little too old.
little too old.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like, yeah. Because I went to like one of the offices and she was like, you look really young. Like, you work in a district before? And I was like, no, this is my first time working for a district. She was like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 22. And she goes, get out. And I go, why? She's like, because I could be your grandmother and that makes me feel old. And I was like, yikes. I didn't want to ask.
Don't be
I
old.
don't want to ask her how old she was because then I was gonna get slapped.
You never do, bro.
Yeah,
I know you never do.
I'll tell you how old my grandma is.
You never ask a woman how old she is.
No.
Bruh, I
And
do
so
it every
every
day.
time. When you say you do it, oh, that's different. You're trying to sell them life insurance.
I need to know, or that's how I know how much it costs.
Yeah. He's like,
So I
oh,
literally straight up look him in
she's
the
almost
face.
on her
I
way
ask him
out.
these two questions. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
how old are you, and how much do you weigh?
Wait.
I have to know.
True.
Anyways, Sal, go on.
Okay. And then yeah, so pretty much it. So it's just been like a lot of business there at the office, and then trying to get situated. I'm getting a lot of access to the programs that like we use now concurrently. And so basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get the new software, and I already have access to the old software, and I'm just gonna kind of play with both and just figure out which one operates better for what we need it to do for the workflow of the district. So
And what are your
it's
initial
pretty
thoughts
fun.
on it? Have you started putting it up yet?
The program I'm currently using is garbage, but we know that. That's why, that's why this new one's coming, kind of thing.
As long as it's not garbage, you will replace it.
Yes, as long as it's not as bad as this, I will replace it. Because
Well, it's
pretty
not like
much,
the doo-doo that has like the little squiggly cartoon lines coming from it. You're fine.
yeah. If it's like a shiny turd, I'll even jump on that. Like I don't care.
I think a turd like that has a smiley face in it. Is that good enough? Or is it not? Is that worse?
Wait, what, Mater?
The turd that has a smiley face in it, like the emoji movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh,
If it's a
cringe.
smiley face turd, I'd be like, I'll run with it.
Dude, I don't know how to react if I looked down in the toilet and saw my shit smile back at me. That'd be fucking
The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
So what happens when you eat 120 goldfish, bro? It's just
Yeah.
the end game.
Bro, there wasn't even any goldfish in it. That was like chicken and rice and shit. And it's like, oh, hello.
Nah, dude, the scariest part is when you look at your shit and you're like, you see corn, you're like, when the fuck did I eat corn?
You like count the days. You're like, I had corn 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. We're like,
That was still
like,
in there. What?
I'm at the elote, man.
You're like, damn, bro, that shit is taking a while to process. I'm probably backed up then. All right, Steven, tell me about your week.
2 weeks. Fuck, I'm dying. Not literally.
Okay.
Good to know.
I wake up, I work, and then I sleep. Basically, because so I'm doing with all. So I have to just I get up, I handle things I need to do for real estate. So I talk to people I need to talk to. Should I get talk to new people so I can see if we can get properties moved? I have a whole set of new properties I'm trying to get done, and we'll see. We get paid for Alabama tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. And then I got to see if I
Okay.
can sell the guy life insurance because he's interested. So that'll be cool. But
Like a
fuck, what
double
else?
whammy.
Um, every Thursday I've been doing that like Bibles and beer shit, which is cool.
Nice.
And
There you
I'm
go.
actually think I'm like close to converting all my roommates. That's awesome.
Oh,
Well, actually, so it went down this way. Well, it eventually came down to why do you take faith, and ultimately, this is what I've been at recently. What I, if I were to care about like what worldly stuff, what matters most to me is eventually having a wife and kids, having that family. But the conclusion I've come to is that I'm okay with putting God first and following whatever path He has, even if it means I that's not in my story.
Respect. Okay.
And
yeah, true.
it's hard. It's a tough conclusion to accept, but ultimately, I trust my dad. I love my dad,
Yeah,
and my bro. I guess I don't know. That's not putting it casually, but you know what I mean with the Holy Father.
yeah.
And
I
Yeah.
get you. I get you.
and it was them seeing that. I was like, wow, like willing to sacrifice what you love most for that. And that's kind of what's pushed the needle, especially for a lot of them, because logically nothing makes sense without God or any at least whatever without something that represents God, you know. So they already got into that point where I pushed that atheism and secularism doesn't make any sense. So then it's like, okay, so why God? And there's so many arguments for that, and eventually just comes to how much faith you have and why you seek that faith. So we'll see. And then I have my baptism scheduled for the 17th of October. So if y'all want to come up to Davis, apparently you're supposed to invite friends and family. So that's
What
the
day
day.
is it?
17th is a Sunday.
Yeah.
That might be that'd be a mission, but I possibly.
So yeah, if you're interested, show up. It's gonna be like full immersion. So I'm gonna do that. I played bass in a church. That was terrifying, slightly. Well, not super terrifying. More like I can't read music, so I have to read chords.
It's okay, bro. It's a lot of people, or a lot of guitar players slash bass players just read tabs.
So
Like
that
that's
happened.
not even a bad thing. The fact that you can read anything is better, a lot better than most people. That, honestly, because we had a bass player that didn't know how to read at all. He just knew how to play it.
That was me.
I act like I know how to read.
That's me.
Yeah, you just fake it till
Dude,
you
like
make it.
I go to McDonald's and I'm like, I want that one, and they're like,
Oh, that's what
number
you mean.
4? Yes, yes, I want that one.
And then you get it, and you're like, "This is the one I wanted." I was pointing at the other picture, but that's okay. I'll eat it anyways.
Anyway, so that's gonna happen. My pastor is actually really happy with my progress, and I do. I got this book from them, which is a book of common prayer. So I've been trying to make my prayers more regular. That's interesting, having it kind of more strict. But then also talking to God is weird. I kind of talked with Sal about that a while. It doesn't make sense to me, but it's still you feel him. So that's just odd. I can't explain it. So, but it just happens.
I
Um,
get you, homie.
No, you're good.
what else? So yeah, I do life insurance, and it's been so fucking annoying because I haven't had no luck. Either I've been getting canceled on or trialed, mostly trialed. When that means I don't get paid for 2 months, but when that happens, like every time in a month, that means you're not getting a paycheck that month. So I'm like, oh my god.
That's
So
true. Yeah, it just keeps like postponing your check.
Yeah.
yes, I'm having a fat check eventually if they get qualified. That's the other annoying part. If they get qualified, um, so that's a thing. That's like 6 grand that I'm waiting on, and I'm like, oh no.
Where's my money?
So I'm like, I barely can like break even this month, but this month has been an adventure. And then real estate stuff has been good. There's been bad. Essentially, a lot of people like me. I have a lot of good wholesaler friends that are sending me deals. A lot of good buyer friends that are waiting for good deals from me. And I just need the right deal to fall on my plate, and then I can just make my 10 grand and then build my business from there. So that's what I'm waiting on because I'm just getting a grand from the sale the Alabama thing. So that's not gonna be enough. That's gonna cover me for this week. This was bills. So that's a thing. So that's been stressful. I got the official promotion thing. So then the annoying part is I don't listen to people. Sal knows this. Sal knows how much I like say fuck you to authority.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
Basically. So it's like I don't I loved my freedom so much as a regular agent. I didn't show up to like the meetings for like a month and a half.
Good.
But now that I'm officially contracted to be a supervisor, I have to show for everything, and it's suicide. And then I showed up for the first manager meeting, which is an extra meeting on top of all the old ones. And then, oh my god, it's been a while since I've been faced with ego. So that's a thing. I got a raise though. Instead of getting paid 50% per sale, I get paid 60%. So that's not bad. So
Let's go.
62.5%. So that's at least a 20% raise. It's not bad.
Yes, sir.
Fuck. And then anything else important? So I've been a therapist for like 5 people. Well, that's
Okay.
kind of just normal things, so that's not different. Okay, what else? Anything else? Um Not that I can think of talking to a cute white girl, but that's it.
Ooh, okay.
I'll tell you more on that as it evolves. But like
Yeah,
as of now,
yeah. True. Don't want to jump the gun.
yeah, I don't want to jump the gun, but she's cute.
Nice.
Hey, there we go. That's cool. That's my boy. All
But
right.
fuck, who's next? I think it's Umar. Umar,
Yes, sir.
All right. He's passed like 2 weeks. First week was been like chill, like as fuck. Uh, not really much going on in that one. It was mostly like giving out the Chromebooks, but then like I was short. All right, so let me backtrack. So basically, TK and K got new Chromebooks, and we were given what was it 240, I think, or 140? I forget. I'm not that good at math, and you'll tell right now. Um, and I was doing the names and processing, make sure those who weren't here didn't get one, because why would I check them one out if they're like at home learning or they're quarantined? So like there's no point. So I was double checking
Yeah.
everything. By the time I got down to my last 2 classes, I look up and I have no more Chromebooks. And I'm like, wait, something ain't right.
Wait,
Yeah.
What's going on here? So I go to the principal and I'm like, hey man, we got a problem. He goes, what's up? And I was like, man, we short. And he goes, what do you mean we're short? And I'm like, I counted them and there's not enough for everybody. And he goes, but he's like, but how is that possible? We get a certain amount. And I'm like, homie, look at me. We don't have enough. I don't have enough to give out. And he's like, So he's like, all right, I'll talk to IT or I'll email them. And I'm like, I already did. Michelle said that they'll be here Monday. And he was like, oh well, okay. And I was like, all right, bye. And I'm going home. Went home, chilled, played some video games and all that stuff. And then because I did this like on Thursday or Friday, because I did this Thursday, Friday, because they were supposed to go out Friday, like that week. So I was like, shit. So I'm like, I ain't gonna make it. And like I told the one of my bosses, like my bosses, the Kirk bosses, and I was like, hey bro, like I ain't got enough. And she was like, all right, we'll just wait till Monday because that's when IT said. And I was like, all right, cool. Fast forward to that Monday, a little break in between that weekend. I ended up getting a little litty forgitty with my brothers and stuff. It was like a cool barbecue we did. So like it was hella cool. Girlfriend came over, brother was there barbecuing, and we just had a good time, had some laughs, and like it's the small things for me that I love. And I
Yep.
was like, it was a good break. But then Monday came, and I was like, "Fuck," because Monday rolls around, and now I got people telling me, "Hey, so did you get that shit done for the meetings and like the school site council?" And I'm like, "Huh?" They're like, "Yeah, because it's lifts up watch. It's next Wednesday. You got all that shit done, right?" And I'm like, "Huh?" And so then uh so basically school site council is a thing that I have to organize or I have to get stuff ready for. So I have to get um like binders done, papers printed, call people to make sure they get there so that Monday uh so previously in my head I'm thinking, "Oh, I got the school site thing down. Like it's no big deal. It's whatever." I was like casually playing it off like I'm fine. Like a little bit before I called the parents and I'm like, "Hey, come to the meeting. It's Wednesday." And I got a couple yeses and a couple like didn't answer. So I was like, "Well, I did my job. I called." Hung up the phone, and then like now that Monday when the Chromebook's supposed to get there, I'm like, "Okay, I'll see if I can work on the school site council thing and then do the Chromebooks, or I'll see which one gets here first." Uh I was there in the morning. My boss told me she told me that they were gonna be there that morning when I got in because it's the mail, or whatever, and they weren't. So I was like, "Mid, let's go." So instead of doing the smart thing and asking for help on what I should do, I was just kind of like looking over the slides on the meeting they were telling me about,
Yeah.
and I was trying to checking off my list. So I set up an agenda. I did that. I made the names, but I only put the names on there that people that said yes. The people that said no, I didn't think like there was no point in putting their names on there if they're not going. And so, and like I did that from like Monday to I think Thursday. I was working on school site council, and then that Thursday I talked to one of the teachers who helps me with it, and then I was telling her, "Yeah, I think we got everything. We're good. Like I'm 80% sure. Like we're okay. I'm all right." Friday rolls around, Chromebooks are still not here, so I'm like, "Boop." So then next weekend passes by. That one was really cool too. Just chilled and vibed. Girlfriend came over for a bit and we just hung out. Monday. Now this is this Monday, this week's Monday. The Chromebooks are there. I'm like, "Oh great, they're here." And now uh oh sorry, previous to that, like Friday or Thursday, one of my other bosses emailed me and said, "Hey, do you need help or do you need like any assistance with anything? Like let me know. I'm here to help you." And then emailed her back saying, "Look, I'm like 80% sure I got everything, but I don't know." And then I didn't really say a yes or a no to her, and she didn't really ask if she could help me. It was more of like "Are you okay?" Or like she didn't really like incentive it. So like it was my fault mostly because I should have said yes, but I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm okay."
Yeah.
Uh, Monday rolls around and they told me, "All right, we got a meeting with the principal at 10:45. Be there." And I was like, "Oh shit! Like okay, that's fine."
Oh
Did my
no.
did my duty. Went back into the office or like the lounge area, getting my papers ready and stuff. Like get my notepad, any notes, stuff like that. And then one of my bosses shows up and she goes, "Okay, so what do you have done?" And I was like, "Oh, we're going to go to a meeting right now, but yeah, I'll show you." So I was telling her like the stuff that I had done, the stuff, and then she looks at me and she just shakes her head. She goes, "Yeah, you didn't do any of it." And I was like, so then we talked for a little bit, me and my boss, and then she's like, "Okay, you need this, you need that, you need to get this done, you don't even have a banner outside. I didn't see one." And I was like, "I need a banner?" And like all this stuff that I didn't know about because I followed the whole slide thing and I thought I was cool, but there's like a multitude of stuff I have to do. So it was like pretty overwhelming at first, and I was like, "Damn, I might have fucked up." So then a little bit time minutes pass, and then they're like, "Okay, we have the meeting now." We go into the principal's office. It's me, my boss. So it's me, my principal, my boss, and one of the teachers. The principal just flat out says, "We're not in compliance. We can get fined." And what that means is we're not doing the steps we need to do for federal government type stuff or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and we can get fined hard, and it's my fault. The principal didn't say it was my fault, but he
But
was
he
like,
said it's your fault.
but he said it's my fault. And
Yeah.
then I just sat there and I'm like, man, I hella dropped the ball on this one, and that's okay. Like, no one else is to blame here but me, because that's just how the meeting felt. And I was like, that's cool. Like, I get it. I know I fucked up. I did the thing. I did it wrong, and it didn't work. And so then he was like, okay. And then he looked at me and goes, okay. My principal was like, what do you need from us to help you? And I was like, well, my boss is here, so she's probably gonna help me out a lot right now. Get a bunch of this stuff done. That way we can get it ready for Wednesday, which is like today when we're recording this. Like, we'll get it done today. And he was like, okay, like we'll get you a banner, like we'll get one on like Rico's signs or something to print you one. That way you can have like an official like laminated banner on the outside. Then he was just telling me like blah 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 da, da, da. And I think I told you, Sal, that how he was telling me, oh, those new Chromebooks are your baby, like those are your child, right?
Yeah.
He told me the same thing for school site council. He was like, that's your baby. That's what you're hired for. And I was like, okay, look, I'm already dead. Stop.
Wait,
I
You
have so
gotta
many. What? I have so many babies.
I was like, you don't gotta be mean, okay?
Omar,
He's
may I ask a
already
question? I'm really
dead.
confused.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
It might be because I'm drunk, because I just downed 2 sojus and I'm feeling it.
Okay,
But
okay. Sure. What's up? What's up?
what was it that you were supposed to do that you didn't do?
Okay, so school site council is a meeting of the parents that it's an official meeting that we have to have for the school for federal government laws bullshit.
Yeah.
And basically what I didn't do was provide the right forms, the correct names, the date and times were off, I think, because she said I didn't link it correctly. I wasn't sharing it with the right person because she needed to post it on the website. And if it's not on the website, we can get fined again. And so all that stuff. So it was all on me.
You were giga fucked.
Yeah, I was like giggle fucked. So I was really happy when my boss came over and I was like, damn, like she pulled one out and she'll hold me for that. And I appreciate that like a lot.
Yeah,
And
I'm curious.
and
So
she
she like looked at the website, was like, "That's a little walkie slush, Omar. Like, did you do your job right?"
no, she looked at the website and goes, damn, there's nothing here. Oh, it's right here. I have it, but I didn't link it to you. I didn't know I was supposed to. And then she was like, oh, well, do that. And I was like, okay, sorry. But like I said, my boss was really cool about it. She was just like, look, because I'm a first time clerk, so it's like like I'm not saying this is expected of you, but it was kind of expected. That's why we always tell the new
Fuck up.
clerks. Yeah, we always tell the new clerks to call us no matter what. We're here to help. And so like it wasn't just me. There was like 8 other new clerks that kind of like semi dropped the ball. Not as hard as I did. I don't know. I didn't ask, but like yeah,
It's
it
just
was
because Omar asked for less help than the other ones did.
yeah.
Was like, nah, I got this. Bro.
Well, that was my mentality. I was like, yeah, like I got it. Like we're doing this, and then I kind of lost track of like time and Chromebook stuff. And then I probably should have like emailed one of the bosses and been like, hey, can you come by to double check my stuff, make sure it's good for the first meeting? But
See, at
I
least
guess
they were respectful about it. They're like not
yeah,
like trashing you, you know.
no, I mean there was some teasing, but I mean it was playful banter, and I was like, that's cool. Like I deserve it. It's whatever. It was whatever. And like I never took anything with a grain of salt. I took it all as like helpful stuff that I know for next time.
It's
And
like, damn,
everybody
we got a riddle. Like, who like completely dropped the ball and is a total bitch.
pretty much. Uh, but they were really cool about it, and everyone was telling me like, "Oh, don't worry, this is always how the first meeting is because it's a bunch of paperwork. But after this, the second meeting and third are always really easy." And I was like, "Hey." So me and my boss kind of cracked hard. She was like doing some stuff on her side for me, and then I was doing stuff on my side of the computer, like printing shit out, fixing stuff. Because it was my boss that told me the names are wrong. You need to put everybody's names. You need to link this to this one chick so she can post it on the website. You need to fix the agendas. You need to make this. And then I was like, but I was like, okay, big brain time. So I like I fucking fixed everything hella quick, fixed everything, mess with it. And then me and her were still kind of like talking and stuff. It wasn't like she was just sitting there watching me like an eagle, make sure I did it right. No, it was like I did it quickly while me and her talk casually and stuff. Because like me and her are pretty cool. At least I assume we are. I don't think there's anything that like I would do to like offend her. I hope I didn't. But
Yeah.
like me and her are like cool in that sense. So we got everything done. I stayed like hella late that day too. I didn't go home till like 4, maybe 4:30. And
Dang.
I was like, shit. And then she was telling me about lunch and like when I should take it and if I'm going to take it. And I'm like, what do you mean if I'm going to take it? And she was like, well, look, I'm gonna tell you what I do. And I was like, oh no. And she was telling me like this long old story about how she takes a lunch but doesn't take the lunch, but I didn't understand it. So I just said, mm-hmm. I was like a little lost.
Oh, your
And
boss says she takes a lunch but doesn't take a lunch?
yeah, she was telling me she
Yeah.
takes the lunch but doesn't take it. And I was
She just works through it.
like, how does that work? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I would like to ask more questions, but she had to leave too because she had a daughter to go pick up. And I was like, okay, like there's no time for questions. So I took an L and I worked in my lunch, even though I told myself I wouldn't, because I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's like whatever. But like I told myself, like, damn, I have to take this L. Like this is my fault, anyways.
Yeah.
So I ended up working through my lunch, and I want to ask her again, probably like via email or something, or like probably like tell her to come by real quick so I can talk to her about how she does the lunch thing. Because the way that she said it was again like I kind of understood it, but I kind of didn't. And she had time. I was on a time crunch, so I just said screw it. I'll talk to her later about it.
Yeah.
So I worked through my lunch. I got the papers done. I needed like 3 more binders to do because I was setting up the binders too, and that's what the papers are in printing. It's like BS because it's a fucking thick shit of paper.
Yeah.
And then I still had to run to Palace to get like water and snacks for the thing because if I don't have those, then people are like, oh, it isn't even a meeting, or like I need those as like an incentive. So then I was already hella tired. I just wanted to go home. I was like, I'll finish up these last ones, and then these I'll save for right when I get here on Tuesday. Come in Tuesday morning. I work my butt off, get everything ready, get the binders done, and then I go to my duty, et cetera, et cetera. Everything's all now finished, or like I think it's finished. And then I got a couple emails saying, "Hey, this is wrong. The little error, fix it." And I'm like, "Okay." Turn that in, resubmitted it. Everything was like starting to like balance out a little bit. Shit was starting to flatline, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's under control. And then on Tuesday, I took the little time that I had left, and I stayed a little bit after too. But like, I didn't stay to where like I had to take a lunch. I just stayed a little bit, and I fucking did the Chromebooks bullshit. Got that out of the way. They got there all the Chromebooks. Now I went home, and then that night I was like semi nervous. I'm like, fuck, what if I don't have this done? Do I have this done? I was freaking out. And I'm like, why am I freaking out? Ah! And then Monday pulls in, and I wake up, and I'm like, damn, that was a good ass sleep. I'm like, this is weird, but like, I usually shower, or sorry, I take a shit then shower,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yep.
because then get 2 birds stoned at once.
Yeah.
But this time, like, I usually get up, take my time, get my stuff, then poop, and then go. This time, this morning, my stomach was like a hella upset,
Oh
and
no,
I don't
you
want,
were nervous.
I didn't want to say it, but I think I had the nervous shits,
Oh
Oh, I thought
and
man,
you
I
were gonna
was,
say like, damn, I sharded.
those
Like,
are the
and I
worst.
was like,
Art?
why now? So I immediately like without getting my towel and clothes off first, I just like bolted the bathroom, like I sat down, and I was like, oh god, and then like I had my phone, so I sat there for a bit, make sure everything was cool. And then like since I didn't have my towel, I was like, fuck it, I'll use the one that's in here because like there's always a backup. Showered,
Yeah.
did that one, came back into my room, changed, got ready for work, went to work. When I went to work and I sat down, my stomach did the thing again, was like, hey bro, I gotta take a shit. I was like, homie, I just got here. And then it was like making all the gurgle noises, and I'm like, okay, wait till I get back from duty, because then when I get back from duty, there's like usually nobody in the lounge, because after when it hits like 11:30 ish, that's when all the teachers come in.
True. True. True.
So
True.
I went to my duty, came back, took a shit again. It was like, And those I'm a little nervous about because I'm like, I don't mind taking a shit at work. It's just that like I don't want to like anybody to hear me, kind of.
Yeah, you fucking just having like the worst stomach ache.
Exactly. Or like hearing the
Yeah,
through the door and I'm like, fuck.
because then you gotta
So
walk out.
then I gotta walk out and then I'm looking like, oh my god, he did a little stinky. So I got out. That morning too. I also went to Plaza or Palace because I
Okay, I
didn't
have a
go. I
question.
didn't go
Who the
Tuesday. What's up?
fuck? Who the fuck called it Plaza?
Okay, homie. So you know the
Pizza?
chick that sits next to me, across from me,
Yes.
the resource ordering teacher.
Okay,
I asked her, I'm like,
that's
hey,
why.
I told her,
She's
hey,
she's old as fuck. That's why.
yeah, I told her, hey, if I wanted to get this for this, how would I do it? She goes, oh, call this number, ask for a PO, and then go to Plaza. And I was like, okay. I called, got the PO, and then I told her, all right, I'm going to the Plaza. And then I went to my car and I sat down and I typed in Plaza, Tulare Market, and then nothing popped up but Visalia. And I was like, there's no way I fucking drive all the way to Visalia, right? Like, there's gotta be, because they always tell me, oh, the store's like right here around the corner. And I was like, are they talking about Palace? Because I know Palace,
So, so what
but I don't
happened
know
was
Plaza.
it used to be Plaza Palace
Yeah, but then they
way
changed it
back in
to
the
Palace.
day. Like when my mom was a kid, it was Plaza Palace.
Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because it used to be where the swap meet is now.
Uh-huh.
That used to be Plaza Palace.
Right.
And then they got bigger, so they moved it over to the current location where it's at, and they just named it
Yeah.
to Palace Food Depot.
Right.
But a lot of people still called it Plaza because that's what it was when they're growing up. Like
Uh-huh.
my uncles and my aunt, they
Yeah.
all call it Plaza because a lot of them moved away when they got older,
Uh-huh.
so they don't really go to it anymore. So when they come here, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Plaza," and I'm like, "It's Palace," because
No. Plaza.
I grew up with Palace, and my mom calls it Palace now because she's lived here, in our
Yeah.
hometown. So she calls it Palace because it's Palace now. But everybody that for whatever reason is stuck in the 1980s is like, oh, Plaza.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
So you can
no.
see my confusion. And then I was
Yeah.
like, and so I was like, fuck. And so then
As
I was
soon as you
like,
sent me that text, I was like, I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly what's going
fuck,
on.
what's going on? And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make sure because like I'm just double check. So I called one of my bosses and I was like, hey, like, I don't mean to bug you right now, but like I don't go to Visalia, right? I'm just asking. And she's like, no, do not go to Visalia. And I was like, okay. It's Palace, right? She goes, yes, it's Palace. And I was like, okay. I was just making sure. And then I drive and keep in mind, I don't go to Palace.
Yeah.
Like I've never actually been in there.
Oh
I've
gosh.
no homie, like trust me, I've never been in there. Like
Oh, what's
in
there?
the it's a grocery store
Grocery store.
Oh,
with a mix of like hardware and like a bakery.
so what? What? It's Ace Hardware and Vallarta combined. That's like super Latino.
Pretty
I think.
much. Yeah.
It doesn't have that much hardware stuff. It's more
No,
of a food store.
hardware like I meant like light bulbs, kitchen utensils, and stuff
Yes,
like
they
that.
do have stuff like that.
Okay, so
It's
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 Target. Okay.
it's run by
Yeah.
it's run by an old Japanese couple or Chinese couple.
Watching
They
Oh,
own
one.
it.
Daiso.
And
Konnichiwa.
so there's a meat market, like fresh meat in there. They
Yeah.
have frozen stuff. They
Hmm.
have fruits. They
Yes.
have dairy. They have Chinese food in there, like actual Chinese food.
Baked
Chinese
bread.
food plates, baked bread.
Question is, do you guys
Uh,
think durian is good?
What?
durian.
Durian, the spiky fruit that smells like
Ah, shit
shit.
stinks. No, hell
Yeah.
no. That shit
I've
stinks.
never had it. I can't give my opinion.
I had it one time and it stinks. I don't like it.
Okay. Noted.
It smells like ass, but it tastes like mango that's squishy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
It's
you're
not-
like you're eating mango ass, and it's like,
Mhm.
fuck you. Keep going.
Wait.
Further question: Would you guys eat ass?
Wait.
I
Nope,
mean,
nope. Cut
say
that
it.
out.
Say it.
No, no, no.
Say it.
Ah,
Say it.
no.
Ah,
Say
you so bitch.
Maybe because I can't think of it right now.
Chocolate looking
Oh,
big.
sure. All right, whatever. So I hadn't gone into Palace since yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Sal want us to know about it, but he loves his chocolate sundae. That's what we figured
What
out.
the fuck?
What
Fuck
the hell?
you.
If it's chocolate sundae, you need to get out of there.
Yeah, he didn't get out. All I'm saying
I was
is
thinking like a
she
little
had
kiss.
she had Taco Bell that day. Oh hell no, we ain't doing nothing.
Oh man, I'm just saying if it like
It's
feels
because
like a
all this
little
little
kiss.
thing is like for Sal, the girl is like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh
And Sal's
yeah.
like, oh
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
Like,
you,
man,
yeah,
and
fuck both
I
of you.
do it out of courtesy though. It's not like something
Yeah,
he wants to do,
yeah,
but like he'll do it for her. You know, it's kind
yeah.
of that type of thing.
Like,
Oh,
it's for you, babe. Like, you're gonna feel better after this. No worry.
you don't. Hey, you don't know that she might.
She might. Hey, maybe she's into that. All right, keep going.
Fuck. Okay.
So you go to Plaza Palace.
So yeah, because I hadn't been in there since fucking high school
Oh my
in
god.
junior year, I think. And I didn't even go inside. I waited outside because my ex-girlfriend at the time was like, "Hey, it was like a Saturday. We were doing like a fundraiser for like one of her family members because they had passed, and we're doing money for a funeral." And then she was like, "Hey, let's go to Palace, get something to eat." And I was like, "I never been there." And then she was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll just go in there and then you come with me." And I'm like, "Okay." We walked to Palace because it wasn't that far. We were because the indoor swap meet right there. That's where they were having like a car wash thing for the family member. We go to Palace and then I wait outside and she's there with me. And then she's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Like, see that dude over there? And there's some homeless guy." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I don't like the way he's sitting." And then she was like, "Okay, like, do you want to wait here?" And then I'll go get it. I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, cool." She goes in, wait like 10 minutes, she comes back out. So I never went inside. Fast forward to future me, I park my car, lock it, go inside, and then I immediately just see a wall of chips or like soda or whatever. And then it cuts into an L, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I'm like, I want to go that way to like maybe the waters or something. And then I'm like, It's blocked off." So I'm like, "Okay." I follow the L. It's like the base of the L, and I go down, up, and it's just a roll of chips, some fruit, and other stuff. And it's just like a giant wall, like to like corralling us away from the exit. And I'm like, "Oh, these people must get robbed a lot."
Yeah,
This is why this is here.
yeah.
So then I go all the way and I make it to the center floor. I think it's the center floor. And then immediately I'm like, "Okay, I'm looking for water, like a 24 pack, and some Quaker Oat bars." I never been in there. I swear I spent like maybe 10, 15 minutes walking up and down the aisles trying to find the water.
Oh my gosh.
And I was gonna ask somebody, but I'm like, damn, I want to be that guy. And the one person I did want to ask, he looked hella old and Chinese and didn't look like he speak English. And I was
So,
like,
Omar, are you saying you went to a mini IKEA?
maybe it was an experience. And like it was scary too, because like when you took that L, it was really gloomy. Like there was no light at all. Like,
Yeah, the one in the corner.
yeah, and I got
Or the
scared. I'm like,
Chinese
"Bro,
food. Yeah.
am I gonna get fucking jumped right now? What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait to the battle music. And I was just a little scared. And I spent like 15, like I said, 15, 10 minutes looking for waters. And then I finally found them. They were in the front. I don't know how I best them. So I'm like, okay, there's the water. I'm like, okay, now I gotta find the quicker oat bars. Took another like 5 minutes, 10. And I'm like, okay, there they are. I got two, got the water. And then when I got to the cash register, I told her, "Hey, I have a PO." And she's like, "Okay, great." Takes out like like a terrible receipt where I have to fill in stuff.
Oh
And she
no.
hands it to me. She hands it to me in a pen, and I look at that, and I'm like, uh,
What you want me to do with this?
and then I had the PO, and I'm like, okay, do I just write the PO and give it back? I write the PO and give it back, and she's like you have to fill it in all, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is my first time. I don't know what I'm doing. And she goes, "Oh, okay, I'll fill it out for you. Don't worry, sweetie." She was really cool, and I was like, awesome, because she looked like when I first stood up, she looked like she was done with my shit already, or like someone's shit. Like she had a bad day.
Yeah, she was like, I don't want to do this
She
anymore.
was like mean mugging like me when I was coming
Yeah.
in. And then she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, don't worry, sweetie, I'll do it for you." And then she fills it out for me. She goes, "What school?" And I'm like, "Roosevelt." And she goes, "Okay." Done. And then she goes, "I just need you to sign." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And then she goes, "You have a good day." And I'm like, "Okay." Then next guy in line, she's like, gets back to that mean mug and goes, beep, beep. And I'm like, what the hell's going on, bro? Go back to my car. Fast forward to like me getting there. It is now like 1:10. Nah, it's like maybe 12:50 that I got back. And so then I'm chilling there again, and I get an email saying, "Hey, one of your shit's not right," and I'm like, "Fuck." This is what I was worried about. So I go and fix it again, and then one of my other bosses, she goes, "Hey, do you have a chance? We can go in a Zoom call. I need to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm fired, aren't I?" I'm like, when I leave, I'm just gonna fucking kick everything off the shelves, rip everything, punch some people, and get out. We get into the Zoom call, and then
Man was already planning his fucking grandiose exit.
she get in the Zoom call, and she's like, "Oh hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Wait, I'm retarded. This is the desktop. It doesn't have a mic, and all I got is a sound." So I type hello, and then she tells me, "Okay, look, so we're having trouble, or one of the chicks who I sent it to said she's having trouble because one of the links isn't working, and it's only sending it to one of the links when you need four or something." I was like, "What the hell?" But then she explained it more, and I'm like, "Okay, I get you. My bad." And then she goes, "Do you have any questions or anything?" Because like it was just silent. She was just talking to me, and I felt bad, and I was trying to type hella fast, like, "I'm sorry, I don't have a mic, but I understood you. I'll get it fixed right now." Blah blah blah. And then I like closed. I exited the meeting because I had a mini Chromebook in front of me, and I was like, "Okay, I'll just do the Zoom through here because it has a mic and audio
Yeah.
or mic and video." And I was like, "Okay," I logged right here, and I told her, "Just give me a sec. I'm sorry." I closed that one. I opened the Chromebook one, and then by the time I tried to get back in the room, it's closed. So
Oh.
I was like, damn, I didn't get a chance to like show my face or like say, "Okay, thank you so much." But I was like, damn. I'm like, "Okay, but what I can do is fix it and then tell her thank you." So I did. Then she goes, "Okay, it looks great." And she goes, "Send it to this person." And then I kind of told her too, I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't have any like microphone ability, and all I had was sound." And she goes, "Oh, don't worry." Or she put, and I quote, "Lol, two exclamation points. Don't worry about it. I'm sending you a headset now or via the mail, whatever." So I guess I'm getting a
Oh,
headset.
there we go.
So I was like, "Hey, it works out, buddy." And now it's like two. Not no, sorry. Now it's like 1:30, and my meeting's at 2:45. So then again, I'm double checking my ducks, doing everything right. I went over the binders like 10 times almost. Like each one of them, like, okay, this has this. Okay. And
Yeah.
then I check the slides. Okay, this has this. Okay, the links work. This. Okay, cool. And then I was thinking in my head, like, okay, everything okay. And then I had to help a teacher with the printer problems, and I'm like, "Homie, I don't even know what I'm doing. You want me to look at it?" She goes, "Yeah." And she goes, like, "I don't know, like the one in my classroom is like weird. Like, I don't know, can you look at it?" And I look at my clock, and I'm like, "Fuck, all right." And I'm like, "What's the matter?" And I go to her because it's like right down the hall where the lounge is. It was a first grade teacher. And I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's jammed. It's not working at all. And like, I don't know, like this paper stuck." And I'm like, "Okay, let me see." Luckily, it's the same one that I have in mine, and mine's gotten stuck before. And me, I just messed with it until it worked. So I already knew what was wrong. So I pulled the tray out, fixed it, and I'm like, "Okay, here's a problem." And it's like a paper wadded up, bunch of ink on it. And she goes, "Oh my god, I would never thought to do that. Oh, you're so amazing." And I'm like, "You just gotta fucking mess with it, dude." And then I put it back. I'm like, "Okay, you should be good. I gotta go." She goes, "Okay, thanks." Go back to my desk, checking over the emails, make sure they didn't tell me, "Hey, this is wrong again," or whatever. Now it's like 2:15, 2:10, and I'm like, "Okay, I want to start getting ready and setting up." So I grab a cart, like the little mobile carts, fucking put the binders, put the waters, put the snacks, put everything on there. And then I make my way towards the cafeteria. Set up. I'm a little still nervous, and I'm like, "Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go." Everybody starts showing up. And when I mean everybody, the teachers, even though one didn't show up,
What the
and
heck?
yeah, and two parents, and they were both English speakers. So I sat there for like an hour and a half, not doing anything, because the whole reason I was there was so that I can translate for one of the teachers taking notes in case one of the bilinguals wanted to say something, and they didn't show up. So now I'm double fucked because I spent an
Huh?
hour and a half not doing shit. And the other meeting that was supposed to happen, those people didn't show up. The whole two people didn't show up. So now I have to either Zoom them or reschedule the meeting. So that's gonna be fun because I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow when I get in. So,
Oh,
I'm looking
no.
forward to that. Uh, other than that, uh, meeting
You have to
went
have you have to have a majority parents
yeah,
to teachers, right?
yeah. For the first one, for the school site council, the other
Yeah.
one is called ELAC. It's English learners, something. But there's only 2 people on that committee. Those 2 people didn't show up. So the other meeting wasn't held. It was only the first one. So like I said, now I have to Zoom them, call them, or something to get them. Then I have to reschedule. So it's gonna be fun because I'll do tomorrow. But I was just like, fuck. Meeting went on. It was just kind of like a drag. It was like really quiet. I fucking heard crickets sometimes. By the end of it, I had to clean up everybody's binder, make sure everybody got, I had to make sure everything was clean because I put everything out. And then like no one told me good job. And I was a little mad.
Oh,
I was like, I hurt my heart. And then one of the RTI teacher who takes the notes and who was helping me a lot, and we're like, we did a lot of one-on-ones kind of. She was like,
uh-huh.
"Thank you, Omar. Like, really, it means a lot. Like, you have no idea like how I hate doing this, but with you here, it makes it like a little better." And I was like, "You're
Let's
welcome."
go.
Push the cart to the office, put everything away, literally just like getting rid of it out of my sight so that I can just go home. Fucking went home. Nobody's here, and I'm like, damn. And I was like, I'm kind of hungry though, so I literally just made some rice and ham. And
There we go.
I was just like, pop a fucking YouTube video, rice and ham, boys. And I made a couple boiled eggs, but I soft boiled them so they weren't too hard.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
yolk was still kind of like a little runny. I cracked it over my rice. It was pretty good.
There we
Sounds
go.
like fucking what was this? What's that Hawaiian food that's like loco moco? Sounds like loco moco.
Uh, but
I know what you're talking about.
that's been a
Yeah.
week or weeks so far. Literal like
Oh, I'm
shit
sad.
slash hell. Kind of sad. Kind of just wanted to
Yeah, I
be
was like
over.
kind of cluster fucked a little bit.
That's why when I told you like this weekend, I'm looking forward to it because I'm just like I want to vibe this weekend. Like I want to drink a lot, whatever. I don't know.
I want to get fucked up.
Pretty I like yeah, and like in my head, I'm like just do it now, or like the person in my head, like a small voice in my head's like do it now, and I'm like no, because then
Gotta be responsible.
I got responsibilities. I gotta get up tomorrow, and I won't get in trouble. And then
Exactly.
the bigger voice goes, "Yeah, dumbass." And so then right now it's just, like I said, like even right now, like I told you, like that, like right now, alcohol doesn't feel like it sits right now because I feel like I'm still got the nervous shits a little bit.
Yeah, Omar.
Yeah.
I wish I could transfer what I'm feeling out to you, because like I feel my face is I can feel my face.
I can feel my face when I'm with you.
Yeah, okay. So it's not like I can drink a beer and like, all right, I'm good, I'm buzzed. No, like I'm a heftier boy. So like I feel like I have to keep going a little bit, or at least they have it be really strong or take shots. But then again, I don't like taking shots. So
Yeah.
like I'm
It's
not
about
there
the
at that
journey,
point yet.
not the destination, you know?
Exactly. I'm not there at that point yet. I don't think I will be, or I hope I won't be at that point where I just start fucking drinking straight.
Dude,
But
that's what I drink. That's why I get fucked up so quickly because I drink like
we'll see.
they're
We'll
like
see.
bottled milk
Sorry,
or
I know it
something.
took fucking a hell of time. My bad.
No, you're good. Hey, bro, you gotta get off your chest, homie. You gotta say something. You just gotta say some shit.
All right.
I was gonna say was like, so no, so like, you were like, man, I just want to like get fucked up, like,
Yeah.
you know who almost got fucked up last week?
You.
No, Caleb Plant. When him and Canelo Alvarez exchanged some blows at their press conference.
Last week, Sal. That's not fair.
Okay, and
Was it last week's?
It is gay. I don't know.
we didn't go over it. Fuck you.
What happened?
He's
Sal,
saying we're
you're not
using the
gonna
one from
type.
last week.
Is this one
Sal,
was last week?
you're
Yeah.
not gonna type at all. So I'm not gonna
I don't,
fuck you.
I don't think.
They're
Did we
good
do this one?
topics.
I'm a little
No,
lost.
we
I'm gonna be
didn't. We
honest.
didn't do this one. We haven't done this one.
Canelo, Caleb,
Then
who
why
the
is he
hell was
saying
that?
that we
Was it
did it
like
again?
saying a Mexican was fighting some corn and then it's like he lost or some shit?
What the
No.
fuck?
That's hey, he summed it up right
His
there.
name is Plant. What are you talking about?
All right,
No,
next topic.
fuck you. So what happened was Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. They're gonna fight. I think at the very beginning of November, like the first week of November. So they just did the promotional, like talking about they're gonna train for this next month or whatever to fight, right?
Okay.
So they get to the like the first press conference and they're standing there up front in the middle. You know how they get all up in their face or whatever and like being all serious.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb Plant said something about Canelo's mom.
No.
Oh,
And
That's
Canelo
bad.
don't play like that. Yeah.
Don't-
He's like, you can talk as much shit as you want about me. But the moment
No,
you
my
mention anything
mama.
about my mom, that's it.
Over.
Them fighting words we're gonna throw. Like we're gonna throw it down.
Yeah.
And so like he says something and as soon as he says it, Canelo shows him away. And Caleb was like, okay, whatever, like try to be all cool. He walks back and he tries to like I don't know if he tries to check Canelo with the fist or like an open hand with like a right swing.
Mhm.
Canelo fucking dodges that shit so fast, and in the same instant gives the guy like a 1-2 hit, like so quick, and they had to like pull him apart, and like he like cut the guy's face or whatever, because like he like fucking hella quick gave him like a almost like a soft undercut and like a left slap, like in the same instant of him dodging, and I was like, damn, like it's hella fast, and so like people were like, oh, it's that, like you're not supposed to hit each other, and I was like, hey bro, all I'm saying is he said it before. You talk about my mama, you're gonna get smacked. Like, I'm gonna beat your ass right then and there, kind of thing. Because I forget where it was. It was at the end of a fight one time where he was like, "Yeah, man." He said like he's talking shit about my mom. Hey, he's not here, man. He's talking shit about my mom. So like, I had to beat his ass, kind of thing, you know. And so he's always been like, "You can talk whatever you want, but as soon as you talk about my mom, that's it. Gonna beat his ass." So I was gonna say was, are you guys big on watching fights? Are you guys gonna watch the fight? Or like, are you guys been following any fights recently? UFC, anything like that?
Last fight I saw was like fucking that one Irish bitch breaking his ankle.
Oh my god.
Oh, Conor
Conor
McGregor?
Yeah,
Wobbly like Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
his ankle to a squiggly ankle. Like, you don't want to like that's that's actually
His
a
ankle's
problem.
gone, dude.
Like,
it was, dude. It fucking
that's called
was.
like
I don't
guilt
think he'll
or
fight
shit,
again, do you?
I don't
Oh,
think
dude,
so,
guess what
man.
happened? He's gonna become Professor X.
Jesus Christ. He's gonna shave his head and get in a wheelchair or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna be able to read your mind. He won't talk shit anymore, but he's like, he'd be bald, but like he'll be confined to that wheelchair for the rest of his life.
Jesus.
Get a point.
No, I think it's wild. Would you guys ever do like if they were like, all right, look, we'll put you in this ring with a professional boxer.
Okay.
You have to just go 3 rounds. Your last 3 rounds, we're gonna give you like if you last 3 rounds or you get knocked out, we'll give you $1 million
Yes.
with like
That's just Jake
with
Paul,
like
bro.
with like Canelo Alvarez.
That's just Jake Paul. Easy. I'll do it.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude. I'll die. I'll take a dive so hard.
you just take one on the cheek or what?
No, like I would like bob and weave or try, and then like throw a couple like hits in like and then like
Yeah,
maybe
stuff like
last
that.
one round
Okay,
by like dancing
for,
around him
for
maybe
honor, yeah.
for honor, and then like second round I'll like extend my glove to like see if he hits it for respect, and then I'll just let him deck me right there.
Yeah, yeah. And then that way, you know, like
Yeah.
you get your money, but also they'll be like, damn, this man lasted around with Canelo.
Round with Canelo. That is true.
Kind of thing. Okay. I definitely would. I'd be scared, not gonna lie. Like shitting
Oh
bricks. I'm gonna get
yeah,
my ass fucking
because you know
on national television, get my ass fucking laid out. But you know,
okay, but that's what I'm saying. Last one round, dance around him, and then be like, damn, he lasted one round though. Like, respect. But like, you're honestly just describing Jake Paul's fucking boxing career, or whatever.
didn't he say he was like gonna retire? Like he's like, I'm 3-0, I'm gonna retire now.
Yeah,
Pretty sure that's what he said.
some BS. Even though he challenged the black guy again.
Well, yeah, because the black guy got the tattoo.
Did he really?
He actually got the tattoo that said "I love Jake Paul" or whatever.
Oh,
Hey,
cringe.
So yeah,
They
so
shook
what
on
happened
it,
was
so it
yeah,
depends.
he's a man of his word. Jake Paul said that if the guy got a tattoo saying "I love Jake Paul," they'd get a rematch.
Yeah, he said he said run it back,
Oh yeah, run it back.
Wait, I have a question. I
have an
I
answer.
have no idea what chat I'm on, but I'm seeing like the Scooby Doo guy in 5 different forms. What the hell am I looking at?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's Instinct Shaggy, no?
It's True Instinct Shaggy.
What the hell? Why am I seeing Volma's ass? What the fuck?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions you don't want answers
Don't ask
to.
questions you want answers to. Exactly.
Full 34 shit that's like here on our Discord. What the?
It's okay.
But
It's good. It's good.
I guess he said get a tattoo, we'll run it back, and then we'll fight. But I think, and then Jake Paul gave the excuse of like, oh, I'm still young, I still want to do a lot of stuff, blah blah blah, etc. etc. And then like, I think I'm just gonna end my career here. Or
Yeah.
like he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna fight still, and it's because now he's grabbing the attention of like serious fighters. I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
what are
real
you
people.
talking about?
Now real people want to fight him, and he knows he's gonna get his ass beat. So he's like,
Yeah.
maybe I just retire like this.
Uh-huh.
It's like
No,
it's like
I'm ending my
me.
career on that.
Yeah. It's like me with my Morgana career. I played her one time, won one game. I was like, all right, never again.
What the hell
Never
is
again.
Morgana? Sal?
It's a champion. It's a champion from League. I played her one time, won a game, and then I was like, all right, never gonna play her again. I have a 100% win rate.
That reminds me, Sal, are you good at League yet?
Yeah,
I'm decent. Yeah, I'm pretty decent.
I think the thing he says.
Mechanically, I still have a lot to learn, but game sense wise, I pretty much know what to
Yeah.
do at the right time. Whether I can execute,
He
whether
watches
I
it
can execute,
competitively, so it helps him out a lot
yeah.
too.
Whether I can execute it or not is a different story. But knowing what needs to be done at what time, yes. Most of the
Yeah.
time, yes, I know. It's just the talent that I have and the people we play with and stuff. Like sometimes we just can't execute it to the level. Because like I said, I watch a lot of professional league, so I know if we do these things this way, kind of thing, because of what the tools we have, it should work. But then again, those are what the professionals do. So it normally works out. When we do it, it looks like the fucking knockoff 99-cent store version of it. So it's like a 50-50.
That reminds me, there's this bitch who's like slightly better than me at
Okay.
Smash. So I gotta clean up my movement so I can kick his ass. Like it's just like the slightest thing. It's like 95% to 100%. Like that's the difference. So that's like, see, I'm gonna get better.
You just gotta go. You just gotta go over 9,000, bro. It's simple.
There you
No,
go.
I gotta be over 9,000. I gotta
Figure it out,
Kyle
bro.
Ken this shit, bro.
Take it out.
Exactly. What
I'm
he
a little
said.
fucked up, but I'm
What
gonna
he
fuck
said.
him up. So
Hey, go.
There we go. Hey, you want to know who went over 9,000?
Vegeta.
This Colorado contractor.
There you go.
He took a fucking sledgehammer, right?
And what do you do?
He goes. He takes a sledgehammer, goes to a bathroom that he just recently remodeled, and starts fucking
Oh, I
demoing
saw
it
that video.
because the lady or whatever, or the family or whatever, never paid for it. And so he's like, I'm taking it back. Like it's going back with me
saw
in
that.
pieces. So my thing is, how would you guys react to that situation if you're the contractor? You do a whole ass job and they don't pay.
Fuck them. I'll break it. I'll take the hammer and do the same shit.
Honestly.
Yeah, same. Honestly, yeah.
It's like, okay. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
I was just saying it's like the same shit when people pay for like stuccoing or like weather stripping or whatever, or like just like I've seen it all the time. You see them on social medias where it's like didn't pay for it or don't want to pay for it, so they go in there and they scrape it out, or they like insulation and they just vacuum it all out. Because
Yeah, just take it all back.
Just go fuck them.
Yeah.
It's honestly fucking. It's rude.
It really, like, I feel like it's like hella, like, so, because like I said, like when you work in like an office or whatever, right? Or you work in a job that's like a normal whatever job. Like, yeah, you get paid every month and it's like pretty cut and dry and everything like that. Stuff like with contractors or professions or technicians, stuff like that, where it's like a job to job basis kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Feel like,
it's horrible.
Yeah, I feel like people like that get fucking stinted all the fucking time.
Dude, bro, like it's so frustrating. Like every time you get rejected, it's like, damn, bro, I wasted an hour of my life on you. Fuck you.
Well, like this guy literally fucking, did a whole ass bathroom. I saw it. It was a nice bathroom. And then you don't get paid for it. And it's like, that was my money. That was my resources. That was my time.
Exactly.
Yeah. I deserve to be paid for it kind of thing.
And it's like, why would you even hire the person if you're not going to pay for them or you're not going to intend on paying them?
Bitch. You know, girls are like that. So
it's just, it blows my mind too. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
My thing is like, how do you? I don't know. Like, how do you do that in good faith? Kind of like, how do you let this man come in, do this whole job, right?
Yeah.
Knowing damn well you're not gonna pay him.
Some people are little shit, Sal. You've met those like
Hell yeah,
bitches.
bitches, dude. Fuck it, bitches.
Right. You can tell I'm a little bit wasted, right?
Nah, not at all.
Just a little bit.
Nah, not at all. I don't know. I just think it's wild.
Sal, you think
'Cause-
so highly of me. I'm so I'm so happy.
Yeah. All right, now I know you're drunk. No, because I mean, now I work, I work way different job setting. I work in an office and stuff. It's a lot different. But at my old job, it was a lot of times I'd show up to a house, and I'd be like, okay, like I'd pitch them the plan. Be like, okay, look, this is what I think you guys need for like your Wi-Fi, for your network setup. This is what the price is gonna be around this ballpark. This is kind of like I would give them the whole everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then I would have, the receptionist or the lady that does the accounting at the office set all that up in like a bill, right? And then they would leave a spot at the bottom for the hours that I worked, on the job. And then, then right there, bill's done. And then I would hand it to him, right? And that was always the scariest part for me because I like, you finish up the job, you did this job, you installed so many access points, did cable drops, like all the equipment's already installed kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
And then it's like, okay, you hand him the bill. And then it's like, okay, like I need you to pay me now, kind of thing,
Yeah.
Like I did all this work, like I need you to pay me. Like, and that was always the scariest part for me when I hand him the thing, and they're like, okay, oh, could I just like
Give me
even
money.
like, can I send you a check in the mail? And I'm like, it'd be nice if you could
Uh,
do it right now, like
Why the
kind of thing.
mail?
And they're like, well, oh, like I know Sam or whatever. They tell me, I know what your boss. Like, I'm just gonna send it to him later, and I'm like,
No, we need to do it now.
okay, but like, if I don't get paid this month, I know,
I know whose house to go to.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I know the combination to your back door. I
Yeah.
know the combination to your business. If you want your
Yeah.
tax business to be here on Monday, I expect to get paid, kind of thing. Like it's
Oh.
just like it's always scary because it's like the cables are ran. I ran 25 cables or whatever, right? They're all running to the server room. I can't just like, oh, I'm gonna cut these and take them back because they're cut to the length of that office. I
Yeah.
can't just be like, oh, I'll reuse them at the next office because it's a different layout or whatever.
Yeah.
And if I
Different every time.
like if I get rid of like if I pull this out, then it's like, well, now I just lost money. Like it's just like sometimes it's even better because we've had it before. They don't want to pay. Where like it's better to just like nag them until they pay
Yeah.
than to like just go and pull the equipment back out because it costs us more money that way, kind of thing.
Exactly. Could you
It's
take them to
just-
small people's court or like small claims court or whatever?
I think we could. I think we could. If we like really needed to. We never had a
Yeah.
situation where it went that far, because then it was like what we would do is like, especially because a lot of times we'd install like equipment that's like managed by us.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, we're turning your internet off. And they're like, oh, we'll just pull the equipment out. And we're like, okay, we set up your internet to the
Bombs.
ISP.
Wait.
We'll just cut the internet off completely. And so like then it becomes into like almost like a blackmail game, and it's like it sucks because it's like, look, just pay me for the job that I did, so we can both move on with our day and just like not worry about it,
No, and it's also the thing too of people saying like, "Oh, I don't think it's a good job," or like, "I think you half-assed it."
Yeah, and it's like, damn, do you work in this profession or me, kind of thing,
Yeah.
That's
Or they hit you
another
with
big
the,
thing.
I know a guy who can do it for less or cheaper.
Okay, then why? Yeah, and then I hit him with the, okay, then why didn't you call him?
Oh, he was busy this
What?
weekend. Or like,
Oh,
oh, that's
I
why I
was,
called you to fix it because he fucked up my internet.
yeah, exactly, kind of thing. Like I don't know, it's just it gets, stuff like that gets annoying. But
Yeah.
let's move on to past week in history here because it's something pretty exciting that I want to talk about because I'm
Okay.
excited about it.
Sweet.
Is on September 16th, 1810, Mexico issues Grito de Dolores,
What the hell
calling
is
for the
that?
end. Yeah, let me finish. Calling for the end of Spanish rule, Mexican Independence Day, September 16th,
Oh,
Mexican Independence Day.
but Mexican
Yeah.
values are like shit. So what's the difference?
What?
God.
Hey, bro, all I'm saying
Why do you
is we
think
get.
the country is full of corruption? They don't value freedom. They don't value God the same way America did.
He's got a point.
He does got a point, but also
Okay.
all their problems are internal.
Exactly. That's the problem.
No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is all their problems are internal. There's no. All I'm saying is they don't have people trying to bomb them because they're worried about their own people trying to bomb them.
Bomb them exactly.
Better, Sal. It's like it's better like to have like your
I don't know.
enemy hate you
Well, I was just
than,
gonna say I
like, your
don't know if
own
it's
people hate you.
because I don't know if it's better if I want enemy with somebody else or enemy with my own people.
Man, that's what they told the.
If
That's what
your
they told the
family's
U.S.
trying to stab you, you're kind of in a fucked situation.
It's like, bro, think about the fucking Romans and the Trojan horse. They were
Okay.
too big to take on the
Wait,
outside.
how are you talking about?
Inside,
It was the Greeks, Omar. It was the Greeks.
same shit, bro.
Thank God.
Yeah, same shit, bro.
Old people in
No,
tights.
they're not. Just because they both
All
like
people in tights.
Yeah, right. Isn't that what it
doesn't mean that
was?
they're the same shit.
Yeah.
Just because boys
Oh,
were for fun
toga,
and women were for
toga,
pleasure doesn't mean they're like
toga. All I'm saying is, all it took was one guy to be like, maybe we light it on fire for
Right?
funsies.
For fun?
It's
No, not
over.
even that. It's like we
Yeah,
light it on fire
they're
because
like
it's made of
those
wood,
people.
and they're having a party. Light that
Yeah.
bitch on fire.
Oh, Burning Man, 5,000
damn.
BC.
Something smell good. What's
Isn't there
cooking,
like
huh?
a Birdman celebration where people try to fly as far as possible with like without engines?
Yeah, that's the Red Bull one. I was talking about Burning Man, where they every time they do it like in the Arizona desert, they burn a giant statue of like a wooden thing.
Oh, I've seen that. Is they do it for good luck, no? Or like
Like
Yeah, something like
horses
super close like
dead
that.
cleanse
though,
your
and they
body or
did
something.
it,
I don't know.
and that's why they died.
Wait, who?
So this giant statue, they didn't
Right.
burn it, and that's why they died. Because at night the Greeks came out and were like, "Ooh, we can fuck everyone up," and they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody like was
Bro,
drunk.
we all watched the movie with Brad Pitt. We know how it ended.
Oh, was it Night at the
Movie
Museum?
about like the Trojan War. I didn't know that.
No, that's the
Oh,
that's
Night at
the
the
that's the porn
Museum.
version,
Yeah,
Trojan Horror.
Are you talking about Night at the Museum? Because Night at the Museum is cool. That's a good movie.
it is a good movie. Night at the Museum is a good movie.
It is.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I like Mexican Independence Day. Like I like growing up, we used to like the school used to do stuff all the time because I went to like the majority Hispanic schools. So they always had like a little like today we're gonna have tacos, and I was like, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, the fucking
Oh,
let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Like Hispanics are dumb.
And we would make like little pinatas and stuff. It was pretty cool. Like it was like, damn, we're a poor ass school, but like it was fun, kind of stuff.
We're at school, bring your own food though.
Yeah, exactly. They bring your own tacos. Oh, okay. We're not gonna feed you guys today, by the way.
Nah, why would we?
All right. So September 18th, 1947, the Central Intelligence Agency. What's that? What's that? What's the shortcut of that name? Omar?
MAGA.
Central. Yeah, MAGA. There we go. The CIA officially comes into existence after being established
FBI.
by President Truman in July.
But the
So-
CIA sucks dick, so I don't know why we're talking about it.
Oh, I was gonna say it was better, CIA or the FBI,
Neither.
or
They're both
or the
garbage.
MIB.
You know what?
Men
Both
in Black all the way.
Men in Black
Men in
are
Black all the way.
immediately better. They're immediately better.
They're better because we don't know their names exactly. We don't even know they
It's
exist.
also, you know why? Because like the FBI, CIA, they start crimes they arrest people for. So it's like a little bit fucked. Like
Wait,
they're the
who
ones
is-
that just like, you know what?
Just let them go. Just let them go.
I know you guys hate the governor, so you guys should totally kidnap her. Like that should be your plan. Like you guys should go do that, and they arrest the fuckers they told to go do that. So that was a little fucked.
Yeah.
Is that you, the crack debacle of LA back in the 80s?
No, okay. So Governor Whitmer, the governor of Wisconsin, the bitch who's psycho crazy.
Yes, the
They
one that's red.
convinced
Yeah.
they convinced this leftist group to be like, hey, you should totally kidnap her because you
Okay.
know what, that will like work
It'll
better
look cool on
than
TV.
anything else. And then they're like, and after they told them to do that and convinced them to start it, once they did it, they arrested them. So it wasn't even their idea. The FBI was like, "Fuck you guys! You guys should totally do this," and then they did, and they got arrested.
Yeah.
I
All I'm
was like,
saying, bro, is the FBI still doesn't have the answer to the Umbrella Man.
wait, who?
You guys never seen that? The pictures? There's and like
No.
pictures before like natural disasters happen all throughout history. There's this guy with the black umbrella. He was there when JFK was shot.
No, he was.
Bruh, that's Satan.
Yeah. He was. I mean,
He's
possibly,
dumb.
homie.
He's the devil. He's
Honestly,
accuser.
black
Black.
umbrella man.
He's like, bro, you're all gonna die. Fuck all of you.
I thought you were talking about the is it the FBI? Yeah, it's the FBI that hides the secrets from us. They're like, no, you guys can't see the files until 2025 or
Dude,
2035.
you know what's the most fucked thing? Do you guys hear the story about the Olympic girls who do gymnastics?
With Larry Nasser.
Yeah, fuck that guy. The FBI didn't do shit.
Yeah, when they had all
Fuck
that
him.
evidence or whatever.
Fuck them.
Well, he got like
Especially because those girls were super cute and they got abused. Fuck that dude.
They were super cute.
they were super cute. I always think about the picture of the girl that has like the scrunched up face smirk when she's looking backwards into the camera.
Yeah.
I think about that one, and I'm like, damn, she's sassy.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't know. I just
hit her up and marry her. Hit her up and marry her. Like you can
hit
do
her up.
that.
Yeah, let me DM her real quick. We just make an
Yeah.
Instagram, add one picture, and DM her. She'd be like, "This is definitely a bot. This is a fucking bot."
It's a robot right here.
That's what my family thinks when they come across me on Facebook. Because I have one picture, which is my profile picture. I don't even have my gender or my birthday on there. I don't have any
You're
information. I just
gender
have my name
neutral.
and my picture.
Sounds
Yeah, and
like I'm an asexual, genderless bitch. Like, not no one should like talk to me. Just have this. This is what I look like, bro.
No,
I'm
man, I
also
don't know about
birthday.
this.
I'm also birthday fluid. I don't have an
Oh,
exact
true.
birth date. You know, I don't believe in like actual birthdays. You know, it's my birthday every day, kind of thing. You know.
It's my birthday and I'll come.
I'll cry if I want to. All right, so on to would you rather. Here, I got two for us to discuss today. First one: would you give up salt or sugar?
What was the question?
Would you rather give up salt or sugar?
Sal, you sick son of a bitch. I choose salt.
Mm,
I choose sugar.
Heard me, but Sal,
I
you
heard you.
sick son
I
of
heard
a
you.
bitch. Choose instead of
I heard
sugar.
you.
Sugar.
I heard you the first time. I heard you the first
You
time.
gotta repeat it.
No, I would get rid of sugar, or I would rather give up sugar than salt.
Yeah, kind of the same way, or because the seasoning.
Yeah, the seasoning, bro.
It would be chicken would be dry AF, homie.
Yeah,
Because you
you
can
can't put
season
sugar
with
on
so
your
many
chicken,
other
bro.
things. Well, because okay, if even if you don't put salt on your meats, there's a natural
Okay.
salty flavor that's in there. So unless you're talking about salt completely being removed, then we're
Like
fine.
from the periodic table, it's gone or what?
I didn't think that far. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Okay,
I'll be
so
honest with
long as
you.
you're
Because
talking
if we're
about
gonna do
like
that,
adding
I'll be
extra,
honest with you.
like I would rather
I'm
keep
kind of stupid.
salt.
look at if we're gonna do that, then I'm just gonna hit you with the
I don't know, like how to say, like stuff that naturally has sodium in it, or stuff that has natural sugars in it. Okay, like fruits that naturally have sugar in them. Okay, fine. Like chicken or
Berries.
whatever, stuff that naturally has salt in it, fine. But you can no longer like buy salt or sugar. Like that stuff
That's
doesn't
fine.
exist.
No sugar, easy.
Yeah, no sugar. Because I feel like I'd add more salt to my food than I would add sugar to my food. Because I don't really eat
Yeah,
sweets to begin with.
yeah.
And if I really wanted something sweet like that, I just eat like an apple or an orange.
Oranges are sour.
Not if you pick them at the right time.
Oh, I choose you.
Yeah. Steven, we can't hear you.
No. Hold up.
Oh, we could hear him. Okay, now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Penis really loudly and made me laugh because I'm drunk.
No.
No, you no.
I'm
Never.
very sober. Totally.
Okay.
100%.
For sure.
So you'd give up salt.
Salt, yes, because things are naturally salty and things are not naturally
Come.
sugary. Rather, like be able to bake things than to like extra salt meat or some shit.
Oh, but like what about beef jerky?
But beef jerky
love
is
beef jerky.
garbage. What are you talking about?
Oh, bro, it's because you never had good beef jerky.
Oh, what the hell is good beef jerky? What are you talking about? That's
Really
garbage.
good.
It's really good. So basically,
Look
what
at-
happens is I got a guy that makes it fresh.
He's got a jerky guy,
Oh,
bro.
you got
I have a jerky guy.
Do you
You
know
got
you
a
got a
jerky
jerky guy?
I have a jerky guy that
Yeah,
makes
bro,
it
it's a
fresh.
big deal.
He takes your meat and makes it into jerky. That's pretty gay, Sal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ. No, he like that's what he does. Like that's his like that's how he makes money or whatever. No, like I've been to his house and literally his entire kitchen is fucking dehydrators for the meat
Man.
to speed up the jerky process. Cuz
Yeah.
like he buys meat or whatever and he seasons it and like he doesn't tell us cuz like I know him through a buddy and stuff. He doesn't tell us what the recipe is or whatever, but his jerky is really good. Like it's got really good flavor, really good consistency. Like he's got the shit down to a science. Second, would you rather? If you
Okay.
could have skipped one subject in high school, what would it be? If you were just like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to deal with it, fucking GG go next and just move on.
Wait, what? I'm
That was kind of
sorry.
hard. I liked all the classes.
Oh, it's if you could have skipped one subject in high school, what would it be? Or what would
High
it have been?
school. High
Yeah,
school.
where you were just like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, can I just like not do it?
But
And they'd be like, yeah,
Sal, I
it's fine.
told you I skipped high school. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Steven checked out halfway through that shit.
Dude, I abandoned it and forsook it for geology.
I honestly probably would have got rid of history just because like it annoyed me.
I liked history though.
I mean, I like history too, but like history is boring as fuck.
Let's say because people suck at it. Because what history is supposed to be is teach you how humans are shit and how we can be better. But they just
I just
make
I
it
just
summarizing facts.
I just got worksheets every day, man. I was like, I don't want to read this shit.
Exactly, because it's boring that way. It's just
I don't know,
like
man. When we got to learn about Pearl Harbor, I was pretty excited.
Fuck you, Jesus.
I don't know why. Because he got to learn about Japanese going. Boom.
They go,
Yo, that's-
"Banzai!" That's
Oh
I
my
don't know. It's kind of
God.
hard to say. I mean, if I had to skip one, I would say English only because like and that one I got hella packets and I didn't learn a lot. But then I wouldn't be able to speak English, you know?
Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, because we can speak it so well right now, you know.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously. Oh my God. All right. On that note, I'm gonna end the podcast.
All right, fair enough. Oh, also, I forgot to mention.
Okay.
Speaking of reading and like not being able to read, I'm gonna be teaching
Okay.
kids how to read.
Wait, what do you mean? That's not in your job description.
No, it's if I want to do it, it's after school tutoring.
Do you get paid for it?
Yeah, obviously. That's why. That's the reason I took it to get extra money. And stuff.
Okay. Wait, see, you're gonna teach kids how to read?
So no, they're gonna teach me how to read.
I was gonna say you don't even know how to
Sorry, you
read.
don't know how to read? What the fuck?
Nah, bro, I'm illiterate as fuck. So
so
basically,
you guys see the topic list I post every week? Omar, I send them just a PDF of pictures.
yeah, I did fuck you. But basically, one of the teachers was like, "Hey, we're doing tutoring here pretty soon. Would you like to be in?" And I'm like, "Do I get paid?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, I'm in." And she was
I'm
like, "All
in.
right,
That's all I needed to hear.
yeah." And she was like, "All right, cool. It's gonna be every like I think Tuesday, Thursday.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna have to stay a little bit longer, I guess." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's fine." And she was like, "Yeah, you'll sit down and you read to the kids." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I'm like, "Do I have to go through any training or anything?" And she's like, "Yes. Unfortunately, you do have to like do training." And I'm like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to read in front of somebody else first." And then they'll
You
be
have
like,
to
"Oh,
you're gonna have to read in front of an adult. You have to
get
read
him
in
out of
front of
here."
an adult. They're like, you're fucking stupid. You can't even read this. How the fuck am I gonna let you read Clifford to a little kid? You can't even read The Cat Goes to School.
Yeah, that's just gonna fucking happen. So
Oh my God.
it starts next week. So yeah, hopefully I don't not do tutoring, you know?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, like you just pass, and then like they give you the stupid kid, so you can just like pretend to read to him.
Exactly. Oh,
He's
read
not
the
gonna know any
pictures.
different.
Oh, read the
Yeah.
pictures. It doesn't matter. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what that
You
reminds
just
me of?
you just make up the story as it goes.
Hey,
You
bro,
should
that's what
teach
my mom
him
did.
that.
That's
That's what
because
my
she
mom.
couldn't read English, fool.
Hey, my mom did the same shit though. Look what I got me.
That's because she couldn't read English.
Exactly,
You
bro.
can read English.
Omar,
I
you
can
remove
read
English class, but
barely,
that's
but
gone forever.
look, homie, I have a disability, bro. Look, you. Whenever I read, I get sleepy.
Oh my god.
So like I'm sitting there, like my head, I'm gonna be sitting there reading like the make, and they're like, Mr. Guao, hello, Mr. Guao, Mr. A. What? What do you want?
Well, that's too damn bad.
Hey, do that man. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's gonna be starting next week too. So
Oh God. I can
hopefully
imagine
it
already.
goes well. You know, we're here for a long time, not a short time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're here for the time, not for the
Yeah.
whatever Gandhi said. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Andy
That guy
said,
who.
like, fuck everyone because they're all your friends and we're all gonna be reincarnated. So just don't fight people. There's no point. You're
Yeah,
just gonna
pretty
come
much.
back and they're
True.
gonna be annoyed.
I've never
True
heard a
facts.
man speak true facts in my life.
Exactly. On that note, Shalazam, Shalakazim. Podcast is over.
Oh, you're doing
I'll see you
the
guys in the next episode.
Shazam, bro. The